Nursing Students of Washington State's mission is to develop a collaborative and cooperative structure between nursing schools within the state to create consistent high standards that support nursing students through education, scholarship, legislation, and networking. Our reasons behind pursuing nursing may vary, but our unifying desire to become caring, competent, and professional nurses drives us towards reaching these goals.
I decided I wanted to be a nurse over a long series of events that kind of ended with myself being in the hospital, and I just remember the way that nurses made me feel, and I don't remember much about what happened that day, you know, but I thought to myself, what if I could be that person for somebody else? What if I could be the person who's just there for people in every way when they really need you? I think nursing will be a fulfilling career for me because it's something that I take with me everywhere I go. It's not just work, it's part of all of my life.
Ever since I can remember, I wanted to be a nurse. My two biggest role models, my mother and my grandmother, are both nurses. I was really excited last year when I got into my school's nursing program, but it turned out to be a lot harder than I expected. For 2 quarters, I struggled and wondered if this was really what I wanted to be doing. The last quarter of my first year of nursing school, I had a patient during one of my clinical rotations at the hospital that I really felt a deep connection with.
When I was 7 years old, I had to go to the hospital for some tests. And I remember one of the tests was a spinal tap. And after the procedure, I was laying there and I was in a lot of pain and I was scared and I was alone. My parents were 80 miles away taking care of my 3 younger siblings. And I do remember a lot of nurses and doctors coming into the room and saying various things, but one in particular I remember. And when she walked in, I felt safe. I felt secure. And she came over and she put her hand on my head and she said, "Everything's gonna be okay." But when I decided I wanted to be a nurse, it was that nurse I had in my mind of who I wanted to be.
I decided to go to nursing school because I've always been interested in emergency type medicine, and I was trying to decide between being a paramedic or a nurse, and I thought that nursing just offers so many different areas that you can work in the hospital setting, community type setting. I thought it'd be a really good opportunity for me and something that I'd enjoy long term.
When I was 9 years old, I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. I didn't know what that meant, but I did see the tears in my pediatrician's eyes, and my mom was crying, so I felt scared. I spent the next 5 days in the hospital learning the tools and skills I would need to care for diabetes for the rest of my life. I remember the nurses who showed me how to give shots to orange peels and then practice on my parents. I remember being walked through the first time testing my blood sugar. I remember the nurse who sat down with me at dinner and talked about what I was about to eat, how to assess the amount of insulin I was going to need to take to cover the amount of food I was going to eat. When I left the hospital, I felt ready to take care of myself. I also got to start teaching my friends about diabetes. I would show them how I could take my shots, how to test my blood sugar, and I would talk to them about the different foods I could eat and foods I wanted to avoid. I realized that I want to do that for a job. I would like to teach people about how to care for themselves. Health is a spectrum. It's not black and white. You can still be healthy even when living with chronic illnesses. And I would like to show people how to reach their full potential.
My name is Dave. I'm a student
My
nurse,
name is Jen.
and I am the future of nursing.
My name is Abby. I'm a student nurse.
My name is Robin.
My name is
student
Kelsey.
nurse.
I'm a
And
student
My name
nurse.
is Grant.
I'm the
I'm a
future of
student
nursing.
nurse, and I'm the future of
Soy
nursing.
una estudiante de enfermería.
My name
y
is
soy el
Jessica.
futuro
I'm a
de la
student
enfermería.
nurse.
My name
and
is
I'm
Terry.
the future of
I'm a
nursing.
student nurse, and I'm the future of nursing.
My name is Jessie. I'm a student nurse, and I'm the future of nursing.